Japanese colonial-era Korea in the 1930s. A famous petty thief's daughter Suki raises and sells abandoned children. A swindler Young-woo is good at seducing women. He is aiming for the property of a noble woman Hideko. So Suki gets a job as a fake maid at Hideko's house. Hideko's parents died a long time ago and inherited a lot of property. She's actually only big, but she's not much different from a child. The next day, she was having breakfast. But suddenly her shoes disappeared. It seems that the other maids are jealous of her. Hideko likes her and presents her with luxury shoes. When she leaves like that, Suki begins to show her true colors. Meanwhile, Hideko was being taught reading by her uncle Kazuki. She vomits as soon as she gets home. In fact, reading education is a long-standing abuse. Kazuki was making a lot of money by getting her to read pornographic novels. But their atmosphere is getting weird. At the same time, Young-woo is trying to seduce Hideko. But she seemed rather interested in Suki. And Suki has already fallen for her charm. She wanted to stick to her role. But as she sees them getting closer, she feels jealous and guilty. Angry Suki runs home alone. Hideko returns home after reading lessons and asks her to sleep. She wonders how to exercise on the bed. Suki was only going to teach her a kiss. However, from this point on, she begins to interfere with Young-woo's plan. But she was soon persuaded by him again. Hideko was angry at her for not being honest with her feelings. She eventually accepts the proposal on the condition that takes Suki when they're away for a while. The next day, Young-woo is cashing all Hideko's assets after a hot night. And he's trying to lock her up in a madhouse as planned. But anyone who gets sent to a madhouse. It's Suki, not Hideko. Actually, they had long planned to using her. But will Suki really die in vain after being locked up in a madhouse? As a matter of fact, Suki also betrayed Young-woo and secretly joined hands with Hideko. Young-woo is eventually taken by Hideko's uncle and subjected to terrible torture. Meanwhile, Suki and Hideko are trying to stow away to Shanghai. Will Young-woo be able to survive Kazuki safely? And will Hideko and Suki get out of here? So far, I've introduced you to the queer thriller movie, The Handmaiden.